Hey everyone, welcome to Small Talk Sundays, where I just do some small talk on Sundays and then upload the video at a very inopportune time on Monday. So it's the patch week thing, and I'm doing as hard as I can to avoid all spoilers. I saw a glimpse of something on a thumbnail earlier today, and I was like, woo! Scrolled past that as fast as I could, and knowing the name of the last step of the raid series of the crossover event, I just want to say I freaking told you so! Because I remember in one of these past Small Talk Sundays I mentioned something about what's in the name of it. So yeah, I didn't even have any context as to what was gonna go on. I just know how Yoko Taro likes to freaking pattern his stories, apparently. Or at least in that particular field. But anyways, yeah, I'm trying to work on this whole like video stuff, and it suddenly just turned into like a Monday upload thing. It's not what I planned for it to do. But the video is pretty much very close to done. I just need to work on the intro and outro, and I'm working on the edits on that, and probably as you're listening to it, I'm probably working on that if it's not already uploaded. But that's all I gotta do. The playthrough was all done. And speaking of the playthrough, actually, I'm literally just tripping over my own words trying to get to the point where I wanted to talk about. I finally have started playing the MSQ again. Good lord, and that's a hallelujah moment for me. But I'm running. The reason I did that is because I realized this thing that me saying this is gonna make me feel like an idiot, and it's really embarrassing for me in a minute. But the thing that all of you have been pushing me to do, which is just do the freaking MSQ and just have the backlog ready. It took me until actually getting caught up to realize that is actually the better course of action. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad and not glad at the same time. I decided to hold off on playing the MSQ up to now, because I was able to like work with some like recording settings ever since the actual time I was playing through the game, the MSQ, and I think the quality of things should be starting better once it gets to the point where I resume. You'll know it. I will say in the video when I start playing it again. It's not going to be in this next video, but it might be in the video after this one. The recording settings and the way everything looks in the actual playthrough, I'm not too fond of, and I hope that these new recording settings that I've adjusted over these over the months after hearing everyone's feedback about certain things, certain quality things, that it should be looking better. And that's like the main thing that I was worried for about just wanting to record the whole thing all in one go and end up having it recorded in subpar quality. That was my main issue. And it's honestly the reason why I wanted to catch up to it, because I wanted to be able to like tweak all the quality as I go, but instead I just did this whole first batch all in one go. And I ran into the problem while editing, is that I didn't know what to do with the outro, because I didn't have that far enough what am I trying to say? Hindsight? Foresight? One of the two. Where I know what's going to happen, so I know roughly what the mood should be for the next video. And I didn't know what was going to happen really afterwards, so I had to play a little bit further in. But even then after playing further in, I probably can work without using that footage, but I'll probably include it anyways. I'm still, as you may have surmised, I'm still kind of in the process of trying to figure out how to do the outros and intros. And yeah, that's my predicament. So I am finally back to playing the MSQ, and I think what I'm going to do is do what people have been mentioning for me to do, and I will try to freaking get through the MSQ as much as I can, because I think I'm pretty satisfied with my current recording settings. Though I am not entirely sure how my new HUD is going to be for everyone, because I placed some things differently. You might be able to see it on screen depending on what I'm using. If I'm using Palace of the Dead footage, then screw that idea. But basically I have the party bar right next to the chat box, like right to the right of it. And it's all my stuff is pretty much condensed at the bottom, and it's kind of open on the top. And I feel like that's a better, aesthetically pleasing from a viewer standpoint, and I'm hoping that's the case. But if it's actually doing the reverse, being that everyone's used to the default HUD setup, and it may end up looking more jarring than usual, then I might need to reorganize some things again. But I'm not sure. It's all still a work in progress. But yeah, that's my main issue. But as for the recording side of things, yeah, that's I don't think that's too much of an issue anymore. I just hope things are gonna be working well with this new hard drive that I got. So that's exciting. I got all this stuff, and yeah, I really want to get going. I want to start recording more. The problem is when I did go to the recording thing, I felt like I was kind of in a rushed state of mind, and I didn't quite know how to do things anymore. So I'm not sure how that's gonna turn out when I get to it. But yeah, I just ranting about all this stuff. And speaking of like the, actually, hold on, not speaking of, I haven't even mentioned it. So people have mentioned in almost every one of my MSQ videos that they want like a compilation of the intro bits. But like when I'm done with the whole MSQ, they kind of want a compilation of all the intro bits just like put together. And I pretty much decided in my head that I'm gonna do that. It's just a matter of how I'm gonna like compile them together when I get around to that. But I was also thinking, you know the whole shorts little feature in YouTube where you have a bunch of these like really short videos and it's just like these certain like edits and whatnot. I was thinking on having some of my edits be included into that. Like if anyone hasn't seen my unscripted thoughts of Rema Born video, I was thinking of including like maybe the Thancred bit or the freaking Labra and Alpha No bit, and all that, because I really like that Thancred bit I have in there. Like that's one of my favorite edits I've done. But yeah, I was thinking of just having that like by its own video, like as a short, and just throw that up there. But I don't know how to upload as a short because I've never done those before, so I have to figure out how to do that. But yeah, I was thinking on doing that, and because I think that'd be a neat idea, or maybe some edit that might have missed the cut. Like, because there have been some edits in some intros that I cut out altogether. Like, there's one during the loyalty video, the one I titled Loyalty. The intro to that, I cut out a rather inappropriate joke. And during the Holminster Switch one, I cut out an edit that was way too lighthearted compared to what I was going for that one. So I could do some of that and just include some of that stuff as shorts, or maybe I don't know. It's just stuff I was thinking about and I was on my mind. But yeah, that could be a thing in the future. But yeah, I just mostly freaking excited that I can play the freaking game in the MSQ again, because holy lord, it's the freaking third series of the freaking crossover event. And also the reason why I'm really vague with these as much as I can, it's not only is it because I've not actually just gotten there yet, but in case people do just want to listen to me rant, I'm not going to just throw out a spoiler that they didn't want. Obviously people don't really want spoilers, but you know what I mean. It's mostly for the sake of people on the off chance that want to listen to what I'm talking about, but I don't accidentally spoil them on something. And I really hope that me mentioning any of the things that I've said so far does not classify as spoiler, because it probably does, and I feel real bad. Editing me will figure it out, and editing me is probably gonna be too lazy to even like edit in a certain thing on the screen saying like, oh yeah, I saw it, and like screw off editing me. But anyway. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of what I have in mind. And as for the whole stream thing, I still haven't gone around to it, and I know I mentioned it, and some of you did mention that it'd be neat to do, and some of you also mentioned that the whole idea on streaming on Twitch may not be the best idea, since my audience is mainly on YouTube, and that is a good point. That is a very fair point. It's just I'm not sure how I'm going to organize that in the whole grand scheme of things, because in YouTube you're going to see that part of some of the video feed, and I don't want people to see me as like a streamer, because I definitely don't have it in me to keep doing streaming. Because when I got back to recording and playing the MSQ when I did last week, I was only able to make it an hour in before I was completely parched and dehydrated. Then again, it probably would have helped if I freaking hydrated myself before even pressing record to begin with, so that's a lesson I'll have to remember for next time. But yeah, I'm gonna need to, speaking of that, I'm kind of feeling a little dry myself. I'm gonna take a swig of this thing. But yeah, I seem to just get dry really quickly, and I hate it, because I have a lot of things I want to say. When I start getting dry, I just feel a lot less inclined to really start saying things and adding on to things, and yeah, I don't like it. I wish I could stay hydrated more. I drink like 4 to 5 bottles of water a day, and it seems I still feel like I'm getting dry. Could be something wrong with me. I don't know, but that's just, that went on a weird tangent. But yeah, but I have heard all of your support. You've been awesome. Awesome. I freaking thank you, by the way. I feel like I don't say that enough. I feel like I don't say thank you as much as I nearly did. Because back when I was smaller, when the YouTube channel, when I was smaller, and I could actually like catch the comments as they're coming in, unlike nowadays where they come in huge droves. I'm like, I can't catch up. Keep up. I used to be able to like respond in like paragraphs, essays, if people had questions about things, be able to respond. But now I can't do that type of level of response, or else I'm just never gonna get a video out. And on top of that, like, I also wouldn't be doing anything else outside of replying to comments. And I kind of wanted to start doing that a little more. I want to start replying to a little more comments because I feel like I've been getting more and more distant from everyone, and I don't like that feeling. Like, everyone in general, like, both sides of the spectrum, both with my friends and with the audience. And family, too, for that matter. But, yeah, I wanted to try to be a bit better because communication has been my weakest point for like the longest time. Well, no, not my weakest, but one of my weakest points. And I think you all have kind of grasped that, considering my lack of responding to comments, and I don't like that that's a fact, but it does take me like 10 to 15 minutes to come up with what to reply with, apparently. And it takes me a freaking eternity to get through comments, but I do want to start getting better communicating with everyone. And that is actually why I started this Small Talk Sunday to begin with, because I suck with communicating, and this is my method, my means of trying to fix that, or something. It's a plan for me to remedy this situation. And I don't know how well it's doing, because now I'm noticing I'm starting to crutch just on these Small Talk Sundays to talk with everyone, and I don't like that either. I'm finding a lot of things that traps I'm like stepping into with this whole like content creator thing, and it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough how it is. Weird situations that I'm probably overthinking way too deeply on. But yeah, I also need to stop saying but because whenever I edit these Small Talk Sundays, I just say that a lot, and I end a lot of phrases with it, and yeah, and so yeah, I say that a lot, and it annoys the crap out of me at this point. But yeah, oh my gosh, I said it again. I think that's probably all I wanted to say for the Small Talk Sunday. I actually wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to be able to say anything this time around, but apparently I had plenty to say and then some. But yeah, those are some of my thoughts, and like every other Small Talk Sunday, I'm probably gonna forget what I say. I'm gonna have to listen to what I said all over again for me to remember what I said. And actually, I hate that. By the way, I keep forgetting things, and I also get sidetracked like this a lot. I'm in the middle trying to end the video, and I'm getting sidetracked again. But yeah, with all that said and done, I'm just gonna go ahead and just end this video here. And okay, just backing up. I'm just gonna end the video before I go on another freaking rabbit hole of just weird conversations that aren't relevant. All right, so with all that said and done, thank you all very much for watching and or listening, and I hope you all have a wonderful life, and don't click links. Alrighty. Take care, folks.